It's 7:30 a.m. here in the UK. I'm just knuckling down with my first cup of tea of the day. Oh, Yorkshire tea, Yorkshire quality, and DC. Oh no 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 no! Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface on this beautiful spring morning, he says, as a bloomin' rain cloud goes by and blocks out the sun after it's been... Anyway, but I have had to wait a couple of hours between recording that intro and recording this video. Why? Because I had to wait till a more godly hour for the rest of my street. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to come a point in this video I'm going to get really animated. And it's because I've just got no patience anymore. I have no patience for the comic industry anymore. It is causing so many problems of its own volition that it's just stupid. It's literally idiocy right now. And even now, I'm getting wound up. I've had patience and it's just been worn out and worn out and worn out and it's gone. So, you know, you touch that litmus paper and boom, I'm ready to go. So we just need to go over a couple of points because new people come all the time and we just have to make sure that we're on the same page. Comic book industry is burning down around us, folks. That's not an exaggeration. That's not fear-mongering at all. It is a fact. The comic book industry is on the actual verge. The mainstream, the direct market here. Comics will be around in some form, whether it's crowdfunded or something else, but it will be around in some form. But mainstream comics, direct market, on the absolute verge of collapse. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. Even some professionals are starting to come to that conclusion as well, despite all the profiling that they've done. And it's of their own doing. The current day situation that we have on at the moment is just pushing things along quicker. It's just expediting matters. But this is an inevitable conclusion. It was always going to end this way. And you can say to yourself, why? They're saying they've had their best year and all this kind of stuff last year and yada, 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 yada. No, it's a lie. It's all a lie. They've bunched in a bunch of different comics and mangas and such and so forth to inflate. On top of that, you're talking about an industry that just distributes and then doesn't accept returns. So they're overprinting and they're oversaturating the market. And then they're saying, hey, aren't we doing well? And they don't feel it. They will now. But they don't feel it immediately. It's the stores, it's the brick and mortar stores that feel it because they're left with unsellable product. And with no way to return it, they're lumbered with it. Now some, they do it to themselves, absolutely. Others, no. They are absolute victims of this situation. And what else have we had? Well, we have seen an industry which had a good range of diversity of thought as well as personnel, had become very insular, going into its own bubble, removing that diversity of thought. If you don't have the same political ideology as the current crop, you will be forced out. An industry that is now hiring no longer based off talent and skill and the proven ability to sell comics, but they're being hired based off their political ideology and also their relevant boxes which they can tick. So instead of having writers who take the characters and weave and craft amazing stories, we now have a bunch of activists who are implanting themselves into the character and then preaching to people. And it's putting people off in their droves. And then, when they've done with ruining character after character after character, with putting out absolutely piss-pathetic poor artwork, with lackluster and inept editing, then they take to social media and they berate their customers all day, every day. And the sad fact is that they're so pathetic with this that they have taken words like Nazi and white supremacist and made them meaningless. Meaningless. They have no idea who those type of people truly are. They just brand people these horrible, disgusting names because they think if we scream and shout this loud enough, they will be too scared to come back at us. Oh, I'm a racist? Oh, no. I don't want to be known as that. I'm going to back off. Well, fuck you! I ain't backing off. I'm sick and fucking tired of backing off to fucking pissants like you. Sick of it. You can call me every name under the sun. Fuck you, I don't care. We all know it's not true. You want to shout at me, I'll fucking shout back at you. This industry has been overrun by disgusting filth. Absolute, degenerate, disgusting filth. Taking beloved properties, and I'm using degeneracy in its true meaning, and making them worthless. Absolutely worthless. And then, when you have an industry like that distributes through a singular chain through Diamond, and then when Diamond goes, we're no longer distributing because of current day, we can no longer distribute. But if you just look around shops, if you can get out, because I know there's a lockdown for a lot of people, there are still magazines, newspapers, printed that day, making its way to the shelves. So why can't comics? Because of the way the industry has been structured for so many years. Diamond goes down, distribution goes down. And those brick and mortar stores that can still stay open, and a lot of them can't even stay open because of the current day situation, they ain't getting any product. Even the ones that are shut can't get physical product and try and flog it online. eBay, Amazon, wherever. They can't do any of that. Because Diamond goes down, the whole thing goes down in the distribution chain. Because that's the way that the industry has been structured for so many years. And now, not only has Diamond stopped distributing, not only have Marvel and DC stopped their presses, thankfully, they've decided not to go ahead with their digital push because that would just kill off brick and mortar. But Diamond have also started laying people off and said that they can't pay people. So your DCs and your Marvels, they ain't getting their money for the product that they've given to Diamond. Everything is falling apart. And with only a couple of weeks of this in lockdown mode, we have stores, thousands of stores, according to Diamond themselves, saying, we're fucked. We need help. And they can't do anything. Yet we have an industry that boasts about how well it's been doing, which of course is a complete fabrication. Because to boost those figures up, they've had to funnel in a bunch of manga. And, of course, we're talking about an industry that overprints and oversaturates and doesn't accept returns back. And so while for the short term, they don't feel it, because they're printing, they're pushing, and they're saturating and saturating and saturating, we got so much product falling off the shelves. It's the brick and mortar stores that feel the effect because they can't sell this garbage by these activist pricks who've taken beloved characters, beloved franchises, and flushed them down the toilet because they have their own agenda. Inept leadership that doesn't control these people, and in actual fact, enables these people. And because of the system, because of the way it's all been put together, they don't see the pennies because it's the brick and mortar stores that will collapse first. But with Diamond collapsing, that automatically knocks out the brick and mortar, which automatically knocks out DC, Marvels, etc. So the whole thing, the whole house of cards comes tumbling down around. And then what do we have? In this moment of absolute crisis, hashtag where's Jim Lee? Well, he's drawing some pictures and auctioning them off, but he's not saying anything, and he's certainly not leading by example. CB Cebulski has been on Twitter a few weeks ago with all this falling around him, talking about his local restaurants aren't open. Oh, you poor baby. Oh, do you want me to burp you? The leadership is complete and utterly ineffectual. And they say, we've got new product for you. We have new product for you. Gotham High from DC, where middle-aged romance smut peddler Melissa De La Cruz, and that's fine if you want to do that with your own books, takes the beloved Batman franchise and turns it into an absolute piece of filth, is the only way I can describe it. Her own private fanfic. No respect for the franchise. No respect for the tons of people who purchase the comics, who purchase everything from bloody models through to thousands upon thousands of bloody comics, etc. No respect for any of that. I want my own personal fanfic because I'm a selfish cow. I'm half Chinese. I'm just going to turn Bruce half Chinese because now I can relate to him. If that is what a writer says, and they did say it, then oh my God, get rid of this nonsense. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is absolutely unbelievable, this paragraph. I pitched a kind of Gossip Girl Batman, and in my mind, I wanted to reinvent Chuck Bass. He's still Bruce Wayne. It's not the Great Gatsby. So he's still brooding. He's still a loner. He's still all the iconic Batman personality. You can't mess with that much. But making him Chinese was a no-brainer. Everyone was on board from the beginning. Maybe that's why your shit doesn't sell and rots on the shelves. Saturate, let it rot. We don't care. Fuck the comic stores. They're the ones who feel it because they can't return this unsellable trash. But we've been through this. Hey, Az, we've been through this. You're just going over a bit of old ground. Yeah, I know. Let's just scroll down a bit further now, shall we? Oh! This has got me fucking mad. We will peddle you unsellable fucking insulting shit! And then when you respond to it, And then when you respond to it, la 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 la, we don't want to hear you. Well, fuck you, DC. That's why you're going out of business. That's why the mainstream industry right now is in tatters. It's because of contributing factors like this, pushing out shit and then responding to clear feedback. Oh, they're just trolls. They're just a bunch of alt-right Nazi white supremacist trolls. You fucking dipshits. If you could actually hear yourself say that type of garbage, do you know how pathetic and stupid you sound? Maybe you should go on a field trip. And maybe you should go on a fucking field trip to Auschwitz. And see what those people were truly like before opening your stupid mouths! Disagree with us, we'll call you ists and phobes and isms. Shut up. We are sick and tired of you. And this is why there is such an extreme reaction to your crap. Because we are sick of it. We're sick and tired as people that invest thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pounds, dollars, francs, cents, euros, whatever, into your industry for you to turn around and go, fuck you, we don't want to hear you, on our piss poor, big fleening fucking fanfic. And the only reason why bloody Marvel haven't done the same, and let's just be honest about this, is because they called two of their characters Snowflake and Safe Space, so if they turned off the comments, just think of the hypocrisy then. They're probably there biting their knuckles to the bone. But we're in an industry, and let's take our favourite absolute bellend, Dana Schwartz here. We're in an industry where these people think, oh my God, I have to prove myself. You're goddamn fucking right you do! Every single one of you, man and woman, black, white, brown, yellow, purple, magenta, cyan, whichever fucking colour you want to be, whichever representation you want to be, you're goddamn right you got to prove yourself. Every last one of you. Proving myself as toxic and sexist. Shut up, Dana. Get back to fucking college. Mature. You pathetic child. The industry burns to the ground. And DC, they don't want to hear what you have to say. The irony is incredible. I'm done.